Why is it so important for us, annulment and subjugation? Because this actually symbolizes for us the transition from the control of our ego to the control under the force of bestowal and love of the Creator. And these two types of control, the good inclination or the evil inclination, and each time we shift from here to there, descent, ascent, descent, ascent, so that through connection, through equivalence, by measuring between the two, we can find ourselves. And we find ourselves not in the evil inclination and also not in the good inclination, because there we would be lost. Rather, we need to see ourselves as being in the middle, that we have some personality, some identity of our own. How can there be such a thing? And this is precisely by us being included in the 10. That in the 10, we have the ability to acquire our status so that we will be humans, Bnei Adam. We all have the image of Adam, and we have independence. Therefore, through the arvut between us, through the connection between us, we reach this image, this likeness. We reach a state where we can be called Adam. And therefore, the more we advance in spirituality, a person actually starts to feel himself as less and less certain, less understanding, feeling, standing on his own right. In contrast to this world where he sees people, each one with his view, and you also have such people in the wisdom of Kabbalah who only advance according to their intellect and not according to the attainment of the essence of the spiritual form. So they are confident, they understand, it says here, it's written there, over there. And a person who is not in a corporeal, beastly state, but rather he yearns, according to the nature of his soul, to spirituality, he feels himself usually, many times, even in a single day, as confused, lost. He doesn't even know where he is exactly. It's as if he had lost his path. He feels himself helpless, like a little child that if everybody disappears, then he doesn't know. He just stands there in the middle of the room. He can stand and cry just like that. That he became lost in the big world and he doesn't feel that he is connected to reality. These are wonderful moments, truly, on our path, because we, in such states, gradually begin to remember, or more correctly, to receive from above, from the upper force, from the one who is taking care of us, that we exist in the society, in the 10, and then I suddenly feel myself truly like the Messiah has come and he's pulling me away from all of this, all of my helplessness, from that state where I don't know what to do. Where should I go out? Where can I run? Where can I turn myself? Not in my mind, not in my heart, nothing. Truly such emptiness, and I have no foundation. And here we suddenly recall that we have a society, This is how the Creator, in such a way, He's giving us the right direction. That you want to be a human being, you want to grow? Well, go ahead. This is your next image. This is your next form. You now felt that you're losing yourself, right? That is true, and it's good. Now, where are you? You are the 10. Incorporate there, disappear there. Simply only be there, only with them. And by this effort, you will feel that you are receiving yourself, that you feel the world, you feel everything, but inside the 10. Outside of it, it's irrelevant. All of these things, no, but inside the 10, as much as you feel them, as much as you establish the situation, the correct situation with them, through that you will enter a new world, the spiritual world. And especially in our times, when we are truly going through that stitch line, the boundary from the previous world, the old world, individual world, to a world where we're going to connect it to an integral world, a complete world. And in the previous world, each and every Kabbalist, or in a small group, he would discover the upper force. Now we're coming to a state where there is no choice. We will have to connect together. We will feel ourselves in a different state, in helplessness, and only when we connect with the friends, we find the anchor, the correct line on which to move towards the goal. And the goal is at the end of this paved path ahead of us. And the whole path is connection, 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 more and more and more in that 10. And that way, I reach from a state of helplessness, a complete lack of confidence, and I don't know where I exist and what for and why. And our whole world also is coming to that bit by bit, right? But I, especially so, and then when I detect that all of my advancement is only through connection in the group, everything becomes clear to me. It opens up, and everything is on a paved road. And I have no demand besides connecting with the friends and feeling out of our connection confidence that this is coming from and this comes from the Creator who is there, hidden inside of us, but gradually he is coming closer and becoming revealed because I'm in the connection. So he reminds me of that, and this is how we advance. And this is why I'm so happy that I depend on our society. And from my small circle, from my 10, and really the whole path is quite simple. It is only that according to how much I annul myself before the 10, to that extent, I advance towards the goal. So I have very clear things and it's all in my hand. So then I'm happy that I have found it, and this is how I reach from a state where I entirely felt myself that who am I, what am I, where am I, like a baby who is lost. Where is my life? And in general, there's nothing from absolute zero. Suddenly I reach the point where it's all here. It's all right here before me. It's all ready. And there is nothing besides the friends, as Rabash writes, and in them I find everything. And this difference between the baby who finds himself that seemingly he was left alone, and truly the whole world has disappeared, he's lost, and the state where I remember the friends, I remember the 10, and all the confidence, the whole future and the whole world is in them, and I truly acquire the whole world. This difference is tremendous, and it is very close. These states are close to each other, and we therefore need each time to be impressed, to be inspired from these two polar opposite states, and to see how much they are directing us towards the goal more and more. That we should always feel ourselves with lack of confidence when we are outside of the society, inside of our ego, inside of these questions that we have nothing to do with, and the confidence and the joy and the fulfillment and the joy when I'm connected with the 10 and only there, only in this direction, inward, there I find my good future. And later on, we will have to work even more on egoistically. Once I've acquired this confidence, how do I shift this to the form of bestowal? But at least this point, the need for my little society, and there is my soul, that I find it, and I find it because the Creator is illuminating it to some degree. That is actually the state that I should try to go through and be impressed by it and remember it and to advance in such a way. And these states, helplessness, lack of confidence outside the 10, that I feel that I'm better off dead, and connection with the 10, where there is no need for anything besides that, just to feel myself with the friends and the Creator between us, with absolute love, with bestowal, boundless love. These are actually the two states from which we should be impressed. This is why let us try to think about it, that in helplessness, in anything negative that we feel, we should remember, we should understand, we should help each other and remind each other that actually all of the negative states are because of disconnection from the 10, and all of the positive states can only be inside of the connection in the 10. So much so that, as it says, I am lovesick. This is how it should be.
Kiev 2.
Да, дорогой Рав, вот это состояние
Dear Rav,
оно может быть каким-то рычагом,
the state
который позволяет мне еще
of helplessness
в десятке.
can be something that helps us grow stronger in the 10?
Of course. The more I have this feeling of helplessness in my existence, accordingly I feel how much the group is my life buoy. It's the rope that is thrown to someone who is drowning in the river. What does it mean that he's drowning in the river? That he became disconnected from the group. But the group should also realize that if the person is becoming lost, then we must work on him if he's a friend. Or maybe he's just an unwelcome guest. This is why we need to try, we should try to work on each and every friend so that he will be connected to the group, so that he will be connected to love, support, connection, so that he supports the 10 and the 10 supports him, each and every one. But certainly this gap between the helplessness, and we have many such states of confusion where we lose our even the rationality in life. We don't understand why and what it is for, and the values. So all of this is in order to bring us to greater connection in the 10, so that we will know how to strengthen ourselves in it.
Ну вот товарищ, например, мне говорит, что он находится в падении, да, вот как я могу ему помочь, чтобы...
Let's say the friend said he's in under descent. How can I help him so he will understand that for him it's an opportunity for a greater ascent?
Of course it is so, and you need to talk about it in the 10 between you, without paying attention to him, so that he will be incorporated with it bit by bit. But you should talk about it, that there is no descent. It is only because you fall out of the connection in the 10. There is no ascent, but only an ascent in the connection in the 10 until the Creator is revealed there, because the light shines out of the connection between you. The spiritual light, the light of confidence, shines only out of that. If you receive some confidence, some strength from other states, that is not spirituality.